This is QTV News. I am Marietu Sidibe and thanks for joining us. Coming up, President Barrow has left for the two-day Russia-Africa summit due to take place later this week. Former AFPRC junta chairman Edward Singhateh continues his testimony to the TRRC and categorically denies any involvement in the killing of Ousman Coro Ceesay. A National Assembly member launches a campaign for the nation to have a fitting national library. The Ministry of Trade brings together horticultural companies for training on adding value to their products, including in their presentation. For more on these and other stories, stay tuned. On board a commercial flight, President Adama Barrow on Monday morning traveled to Sochi, Russia, to attend the Russia-Africa summit. Aliou Ceesay reports.
No parade of ministers or guard followed by security personnel, as was the situation each time the president left for or returned from foreign trips. This followed a welcome move by the State House to make it a thing of the past. On board a commercial flight, which is very unusual, President Barrow was seen off by the Ministers of Defense and Interior and Security Chiefs. The Gambian leader will join other leaders for the Russia-Africa summit taking place in Sochi on 23rd and 24th October 2019. Observers say the summit carries great significance during a period of major global and international transformation. The summit intends to build a comprehensive framework for expanding Russian-African relations into broader horizons of joint cooperation across different fields. At a bilateral level, the Gambia maintains an embassy in Moscow, while Russia has an honorary consulate in Banjul. The two have also signed several agreements, including a cooperative military agreement for training and visa waiver for diplomats. An exhibition devoted to promising areas of cooperation between Russia and African countries will be held on the sidelines of the summit. The exhibition will incorporate various sectors of the Russian economy, agriculture, heavy and light engineering, military and civilian equipment, and much more. Reporting for QTV News, I am Aliou Ceesay.
TRRC hearings continued with further testimony from former Vice Chairman and Minister of Defense in the former AFPRC junta, Edward Singhateh, testifies. In his latest testimony, Singhateh denied any involvement in the brutal killing of former fellow council member Ousman Coro Ceesay. Here is an excerpt, and we hope to have a fuller report tomorrow.
What I can tell you is that there was no information that the council was hiding at the time, and therefore Ousman Coro Ceesay would not have had any information to disclose.
How about the Libya money? Was the council happy that the Libya money was disclosed? That money that was going to go to the rebels in Casamas?
That money did not belong to the Gambia government. We were just the conduit. We were just used to pass on that money to those it was meant for.
Move on. But not only did Coro complain to his family that he feared you, that you had threatened him, he was also warned to be mindful of you. We have received evidence that Mr. Ibrahim Akambi warned Coro to be very careful of you. What do you say to that?
Well, sir, I cannot comment on whatever opinion Ibrahim Akambi has of me. I told this commission that I respect him, and he was a professional officer, but I cannot comment on something that was said to Ousman Coro by a third party.
Your own security guard said he did not drop you at your house, as you claim. He dropped you off at Yankuba Toure's house. Is he lying?
Not that day. I was not dropped off at Yankuba Toure's house that day.
From where did you go to the airport?
From Cape House.
All right.
In Barrow.
What time?
This was after 8, because the president was departing at 9, coming at 9. It's like 7:30 to, it was dark, still dark. But actually I can't remember the time. But I think the president coming was like scheduled at 9, but normally there will be some delays. Then we went to the airport. After the president's arrival, or president's departure, we were driving home. We were supposed to go to, how do you call it again? Cape House. All at a traffic light. Then I saw the driver just being on the left, towards Kotu. Then we drive towards Senegambia, up to Yankuba Toure's house. Then Edward dropped.
The National Assembly member for Banjul North, Honourable Osman Silla, visited the Gambia National Library at the weekend. The visit is part of the MP's consultation tour of institutions within his constituency, including a specific intention to revive the library's fortunes. Babukar Ceesay has more.
According to the National Assembly member, the visit is part of a series of consultations he has embarked on to get first-hand information about institutions in Banjul North. Honourable Silla explains the purpose of his visit to the Gambia National Library.
This time I said I'm coming to officially engage with the management, yourself and the senior staff, to express my interest in the work you are doing, to also encourage you for what you are doing, that you are doing a noble service. You are helping to build the professional capacity of Gambians. We have numerous responsibilities as an elected National Assembly member. We have legislative responsibilities. There may be laws that you may need as an institution to help, improve or also the efficiency and effectiveness of the services that you offer to the public. There may be policies. These are all within our domain. And also resource allocation. We also allocate resources. And also advocacy. And not only with government, advocating for government to give more support to this institution, but also those who are non-state actors, institutions, individuals, and even institutions outside of the Gambia.
The Director General of the Gambia National Library, Mrs. Matilda Johnson, explains the numerous challenges the institution is facing.
You can see that the environment is a challenge, because where we are situated is a swampy land, and there's a lot of salt coming through. And when it rains, towards the back, we would go there, it's always flooded. Number two, the infrastructure. Now, this building that we are in is the original building which was handed over to the Gambia government in 1976 when the British Council were saying goodbye to the Gambia. I said infrastructure is an issue because in 2010 an annex was built. We take you there. Now that annex lies squarely in the swamps. So that area, when it rains, even water seeps through from the floor, it comes in. And there's rust, there's termites, there's all sorts of things there. The third point, capacity of staff. We all know that there is no way you can do a library course in country.
Mrs. Johnson said that to maintain and preserve collections of important publications, they wanted to transform the library into a digital one. But there is no money, resources, and even the infrastructure to facilitate that. The National Assembly member for Banjul North, Ousman Silla, said the visit had helped him realize the constraints and challenges faced by the National Library. Therefore, he said he has embarked on a campaign to advocate for support to enhance the services of the Gambia National Library. Babukar Ceesay, QTV News.
We will go with a short commercial break, and the news continues when we return. We hear what Gambia's football coach comments on the country's prospect for qualification to AFCON 2021, and a 2-day training course has been held for horticultural companies. Do stay tuned.
Are you traveling to Senegal from Gambia? Guess what? You can now roam in Senegal like never before. Enjoy the most affordable rates on data and your international and local voice and SMS while in Senegal. QCell and Orange have partnered together to make roaming a breeze. Whenever you roam with your QCell line to Senegal or travel with your Orange number to Gambia, you get to enjoy a new specially discounted tariff on your data and the calls and texts you send locally and internationally. Don't stress about high costs. QCell and Orange have got you covered. Whether it's a quick business trip or a family getaway, you know you're connected anywhere and anytime. Terms and conditions apply. For more information, call 111. QCell, the Gambia's quality network.
Welcome back. A 2-day training on quality and packaging for horticultural companies in the country was organized by the Ministry of Trade, Industry, Regional Integration and Employment in partnership with the International Trade Center. And Ousman Coro Ceesay reports.
This training is part of activities being implemented by the Ministry of Trade and the International Trade Center under the Sea Trades Gambia project. Participants drawn from various horticultural companies in the country will be trained on maintaining quality and how to package their products as per the guidelines of the Food Safety and Quality Authority. Abdurrahman M. Jeng is a national packaging consultant and he explains the importance of the training.
This training is key and is the first of its kind, like in this project component of the sea trade. We are starting with a 2-day training on quality and then packaging, because for our product to be exposed outside the country, they need to be standardized. They also need to meet the quality checks, and also accompanied with proper packaging.
The treasurer of the Gambia Quality Association, Modu Doumbia, says such training will help entrepreneurs market their products outside the country.
If you look at our country right now, we lack that is quality conscious Gambia. And the best way to promote your product as an enterprise, your service as an enterprise, is you have to at least have in mind what we call quality culture. Mindset has to be set. So if Gambia want to move ahead, we have to believe in what we call quality, because whatever you are doing, if quality is left behind, then obviously we are not doing. Look in the food industry. If there is no quality and quality being embedded in it and food safety.
Edward Singhateh, a participant, expressed optimism that the training will have a huge impact.
Part of what we do is we process, we package, and we label. And in that chain, a quality should be obtained. So I am here today to learn about quality control and proper packaging, so that our products will not only compete within the Gambian market, but beyond the Gambian market, which is the international market.
This training is part of the ministry's effort to create a public-private platform to support women's economic empowerment in the Gambia. Ousman Coro Ceesay for QTV News.
The Gambia will begin its 2021 AFCON qualifiers against Angola in November this year. This follows a penalty shootout victory against Djibouti after a 2-2 aggregate draw over 2 legs. Despite playing the second leg at home and creating many goal-scoring chances, the hosts only managed to score 1 in the 3rd minute of first half added on time against Djibouti. Drawn in Group D against DR Congo, Gabon and Angola, the Scorpions would have to put on their scoring boots when they meet these higher-ranked sides if they are to achieve desired results and progress to their first ever AFCON appearance. The head coach of the Gambia national team, Tom Sanfier, expressed his concerns. Here is an excerpt.
I know every one of you say we have to beat Djibouti because they are lower ranked than us. But if you think like that, then we had to lose, then I have the right to lose all the 10 other games I played because I played against higher ranked teams. So if you think like that, then we lose Algeria, Morocco, Togo, every game. And then that's normal. In football, it doesn't work like that. I agree. I fully agree. I'm not satisfied. I wanted to win both games. So I fully agree. But football, we get points from Algeria, we lose points against Djibouti. Sometimes it's like that. Wait, the answer is not question. I'm not done. But you are right, we don't score enough. There were games we didn't create enough, but today you can't blame that we didn't create enough chances. We need to get more to focus on killing the opportunities. And I told it, the guys, when they came out in the second half, I say, some of you, sorry guys, some of you think, oh, I miss, I'm going to score the next one. But you have to think always, this is going to be the last chance you get. And we have to work on that. The only sad thing is, as a team, we don't have much time to train together. I trained one day before the Djibouti away match and one day before the return match because of the flight and everything. But we have to demand that from ourselves. I'm very happy that we played offensive football. I'm very happy for the nice combinations and the chances we create, but I'm not happy that we didn't score the chances we got.
Before we end this bulletin of the news, let's take a quick look at our main stories. President Barrow has left for the two-day Russia-Africa summit due to take place later this week. Former AFPRC junta chairman Edward Singhateh continues his testimony to the TRRC and categorically denies any involvement in the killing of Ousman Coro Ceesay. A National Assembly member launches a campaign for the nation to have a fitting national library. The Ministry of Trade brings together horticultural companies for training on adding value to their products, including in their presentation. That's all we have for you in this bulletin of the news. Join us tomorrow for more news. Thank you for watching.